Welcome back to yet another normal baseball team projection and predictions. Today we got a will be for the San Diego Padres. Let's get into it. What's going on? Welcome back to yet another normal baseball projection and prediction episode. I'm Alex Normal Dog. Dax Lewis. He doesn't go by anything else, but yes. Today we got another episode in our Will Be series for the 2022 Major League Baseball season. Today we got the San Diego Padres. Slam Diego. We love ourselves some San Diego.
What is there not to love about the Slam Diego boys?
There's nothing.
This lineup is looking pretty good. Of course, Fernando Tatis. Let's get that out of the way. Get well soon, Nando. What would have been probably his best season yet is going to be cut short a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, it sucks. He's going to miss, in case you don't know, getting hand surgery because of a motorcycle incident. So he'll be out for about 3 months, I believe.
Yeah, it's good that they're going to take the time to rehab him correctly, though. I think that's going to be big.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was kind of an incident that he could have prevented.
Yes. Well, also his contract could have been voided if the Padres felt like doing that to him, because it is in his contract that he's not supposed to partake in those dangerous activities.
Yeah, and that's big. I mean, especially with the contract he got.
Yeah. Would have loved to get it off the books. He's kind of on a decline at this point in his career.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. I love me some Nando, and I think the entire baseball world is yearning to see him play once again.
Yeah, I can't wait. We'll get him back in what is it, March? He had his surgery, April, May, June. Somewhere around June, July, maybe the All-Star break.
And he'll still make the All-Star team no matter when he comes back.
Yeah, sounds about right. This team, I actually want to start with their pitching, because we know it was terrible last year, their starting pitching. Needed a lot of work. My question is, just tell me what you think about their starting pitching. They got Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, Mike Clevenger, and Nick Martinez, because Adrian Morejon is injured.
Yeah,
what do we think of the rotation this year? We think it's going to be better or worse than last year?
First and foremost, if everybody has not seen the video of Yu Darvish throwing a slider, definitely recommend going to find that somewhere in just a bullpen session. That pitch looks unhittable, and I'm looking forward to watch him throw that. Blake Snell is Blake Snell. You know what you're going to get out of him. Hopefully he can just stay consistent as he has been. Joe Musgrove and Mike Clevenger are going to be my two guys to watch.
I think, Mike Clevenger
especially.
Coming off Tommy John.
And Joe Musgrove, who did have a little bit of a wishy-washy year towards the end last season.
Every Padres starting pitcher had an iffy season after the All-Star break.
Yeah, but hopefully they can come out of the gate strong and continue that. And then when Fernando Tatis Jr. gets back into that lineup, what's going to really stop them besides maybe the Dodgers in their division?
Well, I certainly don't think that they'll best the Dodgers with that lineup, but they're fully in it for the wild card. If they can keep afloat on that wild card until, like you said, until Fernando Tatis Jr. does come back, they'll be in a very good spot when he does come back.
Yeah, and just to point out, you're saying, I don't think they can best the Dodgers. I feel like we were saying that about the Giants last year. Not to say that miracles don't happen twice, but
I don't think this is anywhere near the Giants last year. This team is projected to win and has the components to do so. Last year, the Giants weren't even on anyone's radar to be as good as they were. I don't think this is anywhere near a Giants situation. The Giants, no, it's nowhere near a Giants situation.
Fair enough.
This team has players, and the team's projected to win. The Giants weren't projected to win at all, and they won 107 games last year. The Padres are not like that.
That is true. All right, I'll give that to you. I still think that the Padres will give the Dodgers a run for their money, especially with I believe they play each other twice at each stadium, so 4 series in total.
Who?
Dodgers and Padres.
Well, they play 19 games total.
Yeah.
Every division opponent plays 19 games total.
Against one another. Yeah, so, I mean, you're going to want to look out for those matchups, especially later in the season when Nando comes back, and barring anybody getting injured, I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch those games.
Yeah, if they could prevent injuries, they'll definitely be good. I mean, their lineup, if we're getting to their lineup, I mean, they got a lot of fun guys. Manny Machado is always fun. Jake Cronenworth is always fun because of just he brings like every component to the game. They got Luke Voit in a trade with the Yankees.
Wasn't Jake Cronenworth traded?
No.
Oh no, it was Adam Frazier. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
No.
fault.
They got Jake Cronenworth, who's always fun. Luke Voit, and they got in the trade with the Yankees. They only gave up a prospect pitcher, got a really good first baseman / DH. They got the 2016 All-Star MVP Eric Hosmer.
Love me some Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, they got Will Myers. Eric Hosmer is dog shit, by the way. They got Will Myers, who they are shopping around. They got Austin Nola behind the dish, who has been a really good catcher in the past 2 years, considering within the catcher spectrum. They got Jurickson Profar, who's always... He's just there. Yeah,
he exists. He plays the field.
He is a baseball player for the San Diego Padres in Major League Baseball, and that's all I have to say on that matter.
Yeah.
And then, of course, replacing Nando, they got Ha-Sung Kim, who didn't quite pan out as they thought he would be when they signed him from Japan or Korea. I think it was Korea. When they signed him from Korea, he hasn't quite panned out as they wanted him to, but, you know.
It can look
We'll
positive. See. I mean, he'll be serviceable until Nando comes back.
He's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
To say the very, very least. I mean, Nando has ginormous shoes.
Well, the one guy that you did not mention, actually, Trent Grisham, I think is the best out of the 3 outfielders on the team at the moment.
Yeah, that outfield needs help.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think if they're going to really want to compete and everything, they are going to need outfield help. Do you see them making any moves at the deadline or during the first half for outfield?
No, it depends on how they do. They're not making moves if they're doing good. Why would any team get rid of a player?
The season hasn't started yet.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying in between.
You said the first half.
Yeah, like from now until the trade deadline. Do you think that there will be a move?
No, I think if they were close on shopping Will Myers around, it would have been reported already. If they do, good for them. But I think once opening day starts, they're not going to make any moves unless they're doing bad. And in that case, I think they will try to get rid of probably Will Myers first.
Or do you see Fernando Tatis play the outfield?
No way. I don't think they'll ever do that again. That was a very bad experiment. He had a lot of bad throws, bad plays. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, he looked very awkward out there in the outfield grass.
He did. I don't like it. I think let him develop at shortstop. The defense will come with time. I think Nando is one of those people he'll work on his defense until he gets it right.
Yeah.
And I think that just comes with time.
I mean, we saw last year he really worked on his hitting during the offseason, and he had 42 home runs in 30 less games than any other MVP candidate by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to seeing how the Padres pan out, especially when they get Fernando Tatis Jr. back.
I agree. I think most of their season actually does depend on when they get Fernando back and what he can do for them, because I think it's really important for their team.
Yeah, without a doubt. Do you have any over-unders?
Yeah, we can go into a couple over-unders. So, first one I got here is Manny Machado.
Oh, my goat.
Over-under. Hold on. Actually, while I get this one, we'll do Darvish. Darvish, we talked about him. I talked about how he had a 4-something ERA. Do you think he'll have over/under 3.75 ERA?
I think he's going to have under. I think that what Darvish we saw last year is not who Darvish is, and I think he's going to really make a comeback and come back to form as the Darvish that we all know as a dominant pitcher.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll be the Yu Darvish we know, like you said. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. He's got the stuff, and we know he's capable. Obviously, in 2020, in the shortened season, he had really great stuff, and if we see that again, then he can be one of the most dominant pitchers in the league.
Yeah, would certainly love to see him keep up a production that we know he's capable of. How's that?
Yeah.
I think when it comes down to it, you're going to, depending on how the season goes, I think Yu Darvish is going to be one of those guys that every team wishes could be starting crucial games for them, especially down the stretch, depending on how well he does.
Yeah.
But if, like we're saying, if Yu Darvish is Yu Darvish that we know, then he is going to do just fine.
Yeah. Whoa. So the pitching staff. I know you said Yu Darvish. I also think he's going to be under. I've already said he's going to bounce back. The rest of their pitching staff can also bounce back. Obviously, we have Musgrove, who threw a no-hitter. Was it in 2020 or 2021? I think it was 2020.
Not too sure, actually.
I'm pretty sure it was 2020. And where am I even looking right now?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. We haven't talked about their bullpen yet. I mean, because we were talking about their pitching, talking about their bullpen. You got guys like Denilson Lamet, who used to be a starter, not anymore. Robert Suarez, Emilio Pagan, who's always good. Pierce Johnson, Luis Garcia, Austin Adams, Tim Hill, Craig Stammen, Javi Guerrera, and Nabil Crismat. Not good. Not good. Their bullpen is going to be an issue. They need to make some changes. Unless some of these names that I am not too familiar with can just come out and have a great year.
Yeah, I mean, a breakout year from anybody on the Padres would be spectacular, but if it were to be someone or a couple of guys out of that bullpen, then that would make the Padres light years better than if a position player had a breakout year.
Yeah, their ERA for their relievers was top 5, was 5th in baseball last season.
Oh.
I don't see that happening again this year.
I really hope it doesn't, because the Padres do deserve a little bit of a break. I mean, especially with the starting pitching that they have. It would be really nice to see them get a lead and be able to trust the guys that they're handing the ball off to late in the games, especially in the West, with both the AL and the NL having good teams. That it's, you can't just, I don't think any of the teams really are going to throw in the towel early and give up before the final out.
No, I don't think so either. What was that?
What was that?
We got some movement going on. No one is over there, but something's moving.
That's creepy.
Yeah, so judging by that bullpen and the fact they won't have Nando, do you think over or under for this team is 86.5? Where do you see that by the end of the season?
I'm going to say under, but I think they finish with 86 wins.
So, yeah, that would be under.
Yeah, I really think that 86 is like that magic number. I cannot imagine them going higher with Nando being out for as long as he's going to be out.
Yeah, with as much as an impact player he is, no way.
I mean, he adds so much. He's a 5-tool player. He adds so much versatility to just the lineup. And, I mean, the guy was top 3 in MVP voting last year. And if he had a full season, there would be no reason as to why he couldn't compete for another MVP this year.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's unfortunate that he won't compete for the MVP this year, because a full season in Nando is always fun. But like we said, it's just not happening this year, unfortunately. I don't know as much about their farm system. They have one of the best farm systems in baseball. They got guys like CJ Abrams, who is going off in spring training right now. Luis Campunsano.
There you go.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not great at that kind of stuff. Mackenzie Gore, all top 100 prospects around there, 101. They still have more young guys, which is the craziest part. I don't know if we'll see any this year necessarily. We might see CJ Abrams this year.
What position does he play now?
I believe, outfield, and he's the 3rd overall prospect in baseball right now, which is big. Is pretty big. Right behind Adley and Spencer.
Who have been, consensus 1 and 2 for the past couple years now.
Yeah, I think since 2020.
C.J. Abrams, let's look forward to him, because if the Padres really do need another young guy come up to want to prove his shot, to earn his shot, why not call him up? I feel like he should be projected soon, because I have heard the name for quite some time now.
Yeah, he's projected for... I actually can't see it because I'm zoomed in too far. But he might be up this year. Considering he's been getting so much playing time in spring training and on like the the starting roster lineup, I'd like to see it, and I somewhat believe it. And looking at it now, he only has played in Double-A. That's the highest he's played. But in Double-A, he hit 296 in 42 games last season. So I guess he was injured for a little bit. But he hit 296. He had 13 steals in 42 games, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
48 hits in 42 games.
Sounds like he's a good player. Yeah. It just, when you really think about the construction of the lineup that the Padres are going to have this year, they have guys who can mash the ball, and C.J. Abrams seems like that type of guy that would be perfect to plug in because, 2 runs is better than 1 on a home run.
Oh, 100%, of course.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me as well. Eric Hosmer might have an MVP type season this year, which would be interesting to see. Hey, that's 2016 All-Star Game MVP Eric Hosmer. Clap it up for him. Clap it up.
No, I will absolutely not clap that up. Here's my question. This one's a little different.
Let's hear it.
Do you think the Padres will have any player top 5 MVP voting?
Yes.
Who?
Fernando Tatis Jr. I still, although he will be missing a good chunk of the season, he's such a high impact player that there's no reason as to why. I don't think that he can win it this year, but I think he could be the 5th guy.
That's ridiculous. He's missing half the season. He's not going to be top 5 MVP voting.
We'll see.
No, I don't think there's... I think that's ridiculous.
All right.
I think that's just a hot take for no reason.
All right.
Top 5 MVP if he plays only 82 games?
All right.
No way. I guarantee you no one's ever been top 5 MVP playing 82 games. I can guarantee it.
They played a 60-game season.
That doesn't count. That 60-game season is void for those kinds of records. Of records.
I'm saying it in hopes that that Fernando Tatis is just Fernando Tatis for another season for what we'll see of him, But because he could go out there and do just as great as any other player competing for an MVP. I don't think he'll win it. Like I just said, I think he'll be the number 5.
That's out there.
Yeah, of course it's out there.
I don't know if I like that at all.
When I'm right, I want a video of you apologizing to me.
If you're right, I will make an apology video.
Just title it in all lowercase. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll get views. I think that's outrageous. So if I had to ask you right now, who will be the Padres team MVP this year?
I would probably go with Blake Snell.
Blake Snell, okay. Just
because he'll be playing a full season, and he's going to be a crucial piece of that pitching staff.
Okay, well, he didn't do great last year. Do you think he'll have a bounce back year?
Yeah, I definitely do. He's not, he has plenty left in the tank. He's still a young guy. There's no reason as to why he can't have a bounce back year.
Yeah, we love Blake Snell. We really do. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Entertaining.
I'd love to see him do good. I'm going to go... For mine, I'm going to go with... who do I want to go with here?
Who does he want to go with, Chad?
I'm going to go with Machado, Manny. It's kind of the cookie cutter, but... it's Manny Machado, and with Nando being out for that long, I think Manny's going to step up do what he needs to do. And, I mean, he had a great season last year, so I don't know why he wouldn't be able to do it this year.
Yeah, a great pick. Great pick.
Yeah, I think that somewhat rounds it out. We talked about a lot. Obviously, underwhelming season last year. Hopefully they could pick it up this year again. There's only one way to find out, and that's for the season to start, which it starts in a few days.
Yeah.
And by a few days,
baseball!
I mean a week from... I was trying to quick math. 11 days, I think. 11 or 12 days, somewhere around there. Very much looking forward to it. Cannot wait. Go Padres.
Oh yeah, let's go Padres. Slam Diego, guys, until the day I die, at least here.
Yeah, Slam Diego. Let's go Slam Diego.
Woo!
Let's go Padres. That'll be it for this one. In I forgot to do this last episode. In 2022, the San Diego Padres will be in
second place.
I agree. Second place, you heard it here first. And that should do it for this team projection will be for the San Diego Padres, and we will see you next time. Peace. Still in the rickety setup, so I gotta end it here. Peace.